Hello, my name is Mike Johnson and I'm taking you on an inside and outside systems tour of this 2013 Toyota Prius plug-in with the advanced technology package. It's a plug-in advanced. We have the window sticker for this car, and the original window sticker price was $41,000. And I'm going to point things out as we go around. It's extremely clean. This is a certified pre-owned. It has no paintwork and no accidents. Even the bumpers seem to be all original. It does have the California carpool stickers. These little green stickers on the bumper are HOV access OK stickers, which mean if you buy this car, you can drive all alone in the carpool lanes of Southern California or Northern California. Anywhere in the state of California, you're legal to drive alone in the carpool lane. And certified car, very, very clean. Low mileage, only 24,000 miles on it. So talking about the advanced technology package, how do you tell it's an advanced? First thing you want to do is look at the front bumper. See this little bulge here is actually a sprinkler head that pops out to clean the headlights. Only the advanced package cars get those, or the advanced model get those actually. This has the LED HID xenon headlights. There's quad beam. I'm sorry, they're not HID, they're LED. Prius get LED headlights, and you got 2 low beams and 1 high beam on each side of the car. So there's 4 low beams, 2 high beams, and 2 fog lights. So 8 lights for that. And then down on the bumper, you've got the forward-facing fog lights, and it has a daytime running light. So I have the headlights in forced on position. So with Prius, and I'm going to continue to explain, I have the window sticker for this car. Let's take a look. Toyota Prius, there's your VIN number. The last digits are 211. These are all the packages, and I'm going to take a picture of this so you don't have to read it on the video. That's the sticker price, $40,955. After tax would have been about $4,100, $4,200 more, and license, registration, and stuff. So you're talking about a $45,000 Prius, brand new. There's your VIN number. Right there is the VIN plate, 211. So the car was built in August of 13. So being built in August of 13, it's almost a 2014. Very close. So this car was actually, I think, first sold in 14. I'm going to take a look at the Carfax, and I'm going to include that free in my listing. I've got all the books and manuals in the glove box here. I've got the original window sticker, and I'm going to point out again, this is a certified pre-owned. And what does that mean? That means this car has not had any trauma, nor has it had any drama in its history. It's a clean car. It's almost 100% dent and scratch free. I mean, it's a used car. There's got to be something. If I click through my menus here, I'm going to show you the overhead screens. So the odometer reading is 24,487 miles at this time on this car. This is a 24,000 mile car. It has fully automatic climate control. And if you look at a couple of the Prius plugins, I told you how to look at it from the outside and tell if it's advanced. On the inside, of course, it has the power seat. The advanced get this electrochromic auto dimming mirror with programmable garage door opener buttons. This is like a $300 upgrade. You can buy these on Amazon, but this is factory installed, of course. You get the much larger navigation screen, which is a much easier to see day or night than the regular Prius. It's a much larger screen. It supports live traffic data via XM satellite, and then you can load CDs behind it. See, the cheap nav, the mid-level nav actually only has a slot on the top, and this screen doesn't open. But the advanced technology is what we're looking at here. has this tilt-away screen with a CD slot behind the screen. So if you go look at them and you don't see a CD slot, that's because this is the premium nav. It's much easier to use and see because you have extra direct access buttons down the sides here, including this map button. And to me, I use navigation a lot, and the map button is a big deal. It does have steering wheel controls, so you can answer or hang up the phone or give it voice commands. So you press this button and speak English.
Say a shortcut menu command. Say help at any time for additional instructions.
Enter an address.
Pardon?
I'm trying to talk and
say a shortcut menu command.
You want to enter an address.
Say help at it.
You can use voice commands if you're used to it and you're driving and not talking to the camera. Then you can give it commands and it'll understand you and it'll do the whole destination and everything. So a big features of the navigation system, and I'm going to go on and talk about radar cruise control next. You've got a phone button, so you select the phone, and then you have your speed dials, your call history, your contacts. That's a big deal because I have my call history right here. So your wife calls, your boss calls, your husband calls, whoever. Somebody calls you, and you've got your missed calls right here, your incoming and your outgoing. So you just go missed calls. You're getting in the car, somebody calls you, you don't have time to, you got to get going, and then you just push the number and you're calling them back. So you don't have to play with your phone. They made it illegal in California to touch your phone in your hand for any reason. If you want to use your phone now in California, it has to be mounted to the car. You don't have to worry about that. Just leave your phone in your pocket, leave your phone in your purse. Everything is right here, and legally you can touch all this stuff, or you can give it voice commands when you're driving safely to use that features of the car. So that works really well. The navigation works really well with the live traffic. I'm going to show you pictures. Another advanced technology feature is the head-up display. So I'm going to try to turn off my AC so I don't get wind noise. The head-up display, you have HUD, that's head-up display, and the Navi display. What that is I'm going to try to be able to show you directly in front of the driver's field of view. You have the speed shows on the windshield of the right dead center. One gripe some people have about Prius is the instrument panel is slightly offset to the right. That doesn't apply to the Advanced because dead centered in front of your steering wheel is the speed indicator right projected on the windshield. And you can turn it off. You just, as simple as you don't like it, you just turn it off and then it's off. I like it, so I leave it on all the time. And that's part of the $41,000 Prius package that this car has. Another thing the Advanced has is you get the SOS system. That's the equivalent to General Motors has OnStar. So this has an actual phone system built into the car. If you live up in the mountains or something and you think someday you might drive off the road and be in a ditch, you know, when somebody runs you off the road, and you want your car to be able to call for help even if you can't, this SOS system is an inexpensive way that you can activate that and call for help. You know, if it's for your kids or for grandpa or whoever, you know, you want to know they're okay, you know, whatever. And this has a lot of safety systems. That's one of them, is the SOS system. But the biggest part of the advanced technology, which I'm saving for last here, is the dynamic radar cruise control system. So right here, I turn the cruise control system on any Toyota is the same. You push that and the cruise control goes on. What's different is that you have a desired distance setting. So up on my overhead, when I turn the cruise control on, it goes to radar ready. And then I can select how close I want to follow the car in front by pushing this button. And I can do like 3, 2, or 1 following distance. How close do you want to follow? In heavy traffic, I recommend the 1 because you're close to the car ahead. People won't cut you off. but on the open roads or driving in fog, you can do the furthest driving distance, and that's a big thing. I just drove a motorhome from Michigan to California, and the way I went through Arizona, I went 3,000-mile trip, and I hit fog, and people would just keep going, you know, as long as they could see the lanes in front of the car. Even if they couldn't stop in time to avoid a crash, they keep on driving. Okay, when you're driving in fog and you can't see where you're going, you're going to crash if something's in the road in front of you. You see it all the time, 100-car pileup. But this car has a radar cruise control, so the radar sees right through fog, it sees through snow and rain, or like when you're driving in the late afternoon or early morning and you have the sun shining right in your face. I mean, yesterday I was driving and the sun was going down and the sun is right in my face. It's very hard to see. So you turn on your cruise control and you engage the radar sensor, and the radar will maintain a safe following distance from the car ahead. Because that radar, you know, the way this works, you set your cruise for 80 miles an hour on the freeway, but the car in front of you is only going 45. A normal cruise control in a different car is going to go 80 miles an hour into the back of that car, but not this. The radar system will lock on the car in front of you, and it'll match the speed of the car ahead. So when the car in front slows down to 20 miles an hour, this car will slow all the way down to about 25, and then it'll beep at you and you have to take over. If the car in front of you is going 45 and speeds up to 80, and you have the cruise set for 80, this car will speed up automatically. Speed up, slow down, whatever it needs to maintain the set following distance which you achieved, long, medium, or short. It's a really nice thing because I've been hit over my lifetime several times on the freeway by other vehicles, and this collision avoidance capability of this car is amazing. I think all cars should have it, and probably eventually they will, but this car has that collision avoidance partial capability of that radar cruise control and radar pre-collision system. Another time I'm driving up on some cars and there's like a lane of cars here and this next lane over is empty, so I zigzag around and went into the empty lane, but I guess I got close in the specific car, Prius that I was driving, and then it started beeping, and the seat belts actually pull tight. If it thinks you're going to crash, it'll go zoop, and they'll pull the seat belts tight. And so if you do crash, it's holding you in the seat a little bit extra, and it puts your brakes in brake assist mode, where if you touch the brakes and you're not pushing them hard enough, it'll give you full pressure. It's a very cool system. I've triggered it a few times in different cars over the years, and it works really well. It gives you a big advantage over a car that doesn't have it. So we're only as safe as all the other drivers. You know, we all think we're a good driver, but we're only as good of a driver as everybody else on the road, because it doesn't matter how good of a driver you are if the other guys are all, or girls, are all morons. So the safety systems of this car are worth the extra money, because you're not paying $41,000 for the car, you're paying much less. It's only a little bit more than the non-advanced technology car, and all this stuff is a nice package. So if you can step up and do it, you should. My name is Mike Johnson. I don't want my video any longer, so I'm going to wrap it up. Give me a call, 951-681-2101. Thank you.